Okay, good morning children. Yesterday what we learned now? We learned about the properties of whole number. What is the first property? Closure property. What is the first property? Closure property. What is called closure property, children? If you take any two whole numbers, okay, then you should multiple. It will get the answer as a whole number. That is called closure property. Okay, and multiple also same. If you multiple those two whole numbers, we will get the product as a whole number. That is called closure property. A plus B is equal to something A plus B. Okay, that is the whole number. And A into B is also a whole number part. But it is satisfied under subtraction and division, children? No, it is satisfied only addition and multiplication. Okay, ma'am? And next property. What is the next property we learn? Closure property of the commutative property. Okay. Next one is commutative property. What is called commutative property? If you take any two whole numbers, okay, you can extend this order, reverse this order, that B plus A. So LHS is equal to B, RHS, both are equal. Okay, that is called commutative property. And next, A into B is equal to B into A, both are equal. So commutative property is satisfied under addition and multiplication. It is not satisfied under subtraction and division. Okay, ma'am. And next property, what we learned? Associative property. What is associative property? In associative property, we are having three whole numbers. We are having three whole numbers. What are those? A plus B plus C. Okay. In this one, first you should add 1 and 2 integers, or you have to add first, second 2 integers, no problem. Okay. Two whole numbers. So here, in LHS side, what you can do? First you should add first two whole numbers, then add third whole number. Okay. In RHS, first you should add second and third whole numbers, then you should add first whole number. Okay, ma'am? That is called associative property. And multiplication, same process. A into B into C, A into B into C. First you should multiple first and two whole numbers, then you should multiple third whole number. In RHS, first you should multiple second and third whole numbers, then you should multiple first whole number. Like that, you should find the associative property. Associative property is satisfied under addition and multiplication. It is not satisfied under subtraction and division. Okay, so these three properties we learned yesterday. Now, another property is distributive property. What is the next property? Distributive property of multiplication over addition. Distributive property of multiplication over addition. Okay, ma'am? So what is the distributive property? Okay, distributive property of multiplication over addition. So in this one, you have to take three whole numbers. Okay, for any whole numbers, A comma B comma C, then A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. This is multiplication over addition. Multiplication over addition. So what is this? A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. Okay, ma? This is left hand side, this is right hand side. So example is, say any three whole numbers, children. Suppose 3, 4, 5. These are three whole numbers. So 3 into 4 plus 5 equal to 3 into 4 plus 3 into 5. Now you should solve for left hand side. LHS is left hand side. What is that left hand side? This one. 3 into 4 plus 5. So 3 into 4 plus 5 how much? 9. 3 9 how much? 18. This is left hand side answer. Now RHS. 3 into 4 plus 3 into 5. 3 4 how much? 12. 3 5 how much? 15. How much? 15 plus 12? 27. Sorry, here 3 9 27 now. So 12 plus 15 how much? 27. Now look at here. Both are equal or not? Answers both are equal. Therefore, LHS is equal to RHS. Did you understand now? This is the distributive property of multiplication over addition. Okay? Come on, Raj. Okay. Next property is additive identity. What is that one? Additive identity. What is the next property? Additive identity. What is called additive identity, children? So for any integer, you have to take any integer, you should add which number you should be added to that whole number. You will get the same number as the answer, that is called additive identity. Okay, for any integer, a, then a plus dash equal to a. So which one you should add to a will get the answer again a. Which number you should add to a will get the same answer as a? 0. Okay. Then a plus 0 is equal to 0 plus a equal to a. Okay. Here. So what is called 0? 0 is called additive identity. 0 is called additive identity. Example, say any whole number 5. So which number you should add it to this number? We will get 5. 0 we can add. 5 plus 0 how much? We will get 5 as the answer. That is called additive identity. So what is called additive identity here? 0 is called additive identity. Okay, ma'am? And next one is multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity. What is called multiplicative identity here? Which number should be added to that whole number will get the same number, that is called additive identity. But here multiplicative identity means which number you should multiple that whole number will get the same whole number as the answer. Which number you should multiple that whole number? If you take any 6, whole number is there now. So which number you should multiple that number? 6 has the same answer. 1 only. So 1 is a multiplicative identity. For any, sorry, we are not integer, whole number. For for any whole number a, then a into 1 is equal to 1 into a is equal to a. So 1 is called multiplicative. 1 is called multiplicative identity. Example, 8 into 1. How much? 8 is the answer again. So the 1 is called multiplicative identity. Okay, ma? Right. Next example 1, say children. Find 196 plus 57 plus 4. So find 196 plus 57 plus 4. By using properties you can do. Okay, how to do? What are given? Given 196 plus 57 plus 4. Okay. 196 plus 4 plus 57. Can you write like this one? Can you write? Yes. By which property it is? By commutative. Commutative means you can reverse the order. See here 57 plus 4. I can write here 4 plus 57. This is by commutative. By commutative property you have to use here. Okay. Next. 196 plus 4 plus 57. Okay. I am writing here 196 plus 4 plus 57. I reverse this order. Next, what I am doing here? 196 plus 4. I am keeping it in the bracket plus 57. Okay, 196 plus 4 plus 57. So, which property it is? By associative property. Okay, by associative. Associative property means what, ma'am? You should take any two integers add. Okay, first I am doing here first and second. First do the addition and then add third one. Like that. That is called associative property. Now, 196 plus 4, how much? 200 plus 57. 200 plus 57, how much? 257. Okay, ma? Like that you have to add by using properties. Come on, do. Next, example 2. Look at here, children. Find 5 into 9 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. So how can you do this? By using properties. Given 5 into 9 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5 is given. Okay, now by using properties you have to solve this one. Look at here, 5 into, here 2 is there now. I am moving this 2 to here and 9 to here. Just I am changing the order only. So 2 into 9 into 2. Here also I am changing the order. 5 into 3. So which property it is? By changing the order means which property? By commutative property. Okay. Now keep the brackets like this. 5 into 2 into 9 into 2 into 5 into 3. How much? 5 to 10 into 9 into 2 into 5, 10 into 3. Okay. So how much? 10 lines. Now I should keep the bracket like this. 10 into 9, 90. 10 into 3, 30. 90 into 30, how much ma? 9 3s, 27, 2 zeros are there. Keep 2 zeros. Okay? Like this you should solve this. Okay? Come on, do. By associative this one. By associative. Now today homework is see children. Turn the page number 22. See this one. Check your progress. Use the commutative and associative properties to simplify the following. Here some four sums are given. You should do like this. By using properties, you should do these four sums. That is the homework for you.